So this is Baruch here at the Tikkun Elevator Kollel. We're going to get into this next pasuk, which is right here in the. We have a little introduction to it, and then we're going to skip up to the top and read it. Do the best I can with it. I've just been learning astrology. Astrology is really the science of cycles within cycles within cycles. And that's really what it is. And the Kabbalah speaks about this all the time. It's constantly talking about different kinds of cycles. Now here he says like this, and now we're talking about the cycle of life, and we're going to hear this little piece. Of course, we are learning Parshas Makates. This is page Kaf Sadi Bet. So let's see. The best I can do with this is try to understand it. He says, "B'pirush pasuk hamuvul holong." So understanding the pasuk that he's going to bring as we go. Kol asher timsa yadacha lasos. Everything that you find that you have the ability to be able to do with your own personal power, in other words, the strength you have in you, do it. He said, "Call asher tasi yadacha la'aso." So everything that reaches your hand, you need to do. You need to do this with your strength. He said, "What does your strength mean? Well, you're still alive in this world. Hein masach mitzvos, hein b'maisa tanugim aseh, asa. I'm not sure that last word. So whether you're talking about the mice of the mitzvahs and the mice of the different kind of celebrations you have to do, and it says like this: there is no action, there is no counting up of things, there's no real panemius to what you're doing or trying to get a goal, v'chochma, wisdom. So he says, b'shol, in the grave, asher ata chodach shama, that's where you're going. And he said, "Bekever asher ata chodach miskarav," that you continuously, the cycle of your life is continuously approaching that place. You're getting closer and closer and closer to it. Keep a call ace miskarav yom hamisa, because all the time the day of death is coming closer. Miskarav adam alakever, and you're getting closer to the grave. So this is a warning, an idea that the Zohar wants to teach us. The Zohar writes, Machsev Basre, what's written after that? We were just apparently in Koheles. This really translates to be that everything that you find in terms of mitzvahs and good deeds, where you're still alive, do it. Because these things, deeds, counting things up, das, trying to really understand them deeply, chokhmah, really getting the understanding, b'shol. There's none of that in the grave. Asher ata choydach shama, that's where you're going. High qua is the istaklabeh. So this pasuk, you have to really look at it. Kol asher timsa yadach lasos, everything that your hand finds that it should do. In other words, do it. So is it that we're saying that you're I'm not sure what this phrase means. Chutra ritzua is a strap or like a binding. You loosen the binding. Then ma'avid barnash kol madiyachal, that a person should do whatever he's capable of doing. What does that mean? I'm not sure. We'll see a matuk. But you have to do it while you're still alive. So he said, what does it mean? This is talking about koach is using your neshama and making you some neshama dominant. And if you think back to the shirim that we're doing here with Rabbi Mimran, this is really what he's talking about. He's talking about bringing your neshama, which is able to look at your thoughts, to be able to see yourself in an objective way. That's connecting the neshama, using your neshama to be dominant. The barnash, the mizkei ba the almaden or the alma demasa, because this is the real koyach of a person. To plug into your neshama, to the mizkei ba, to really merit in it. La almaden, for this world, the best of this world, for la alma de asi. So let's look briefly, because we've been learning. So I've been learning some really nice things this morning, and I hope you get a chance to plug into some of them because there's so much intertwined. So he says, Makasid Basar, Makasiv Asif Pasuk and Nizel the El. So we had a previous Pasuk. And that Pasuk is right now, I'm going to read it real quick. Kol Shatim Siyadach Asas B'Ach Ase, Ki Ein Maser B'Cheshbon B'Das V'Chachmon. None of these things, B'Shul, are in the grave. Asher Ata Choylech Shama, that's where you're going. Haikra is the Staklabe. But he says the Pasuk really needs to be analyzed. Let's go over here. It says, Kol Asher Tim Siyadach Asas. So what do you think? Everything that your hand reaches, you should do it. So what does this mean? So he says, "V'ki hutra haritzur sheyochel adan la'asos mal sheyochel." So he says, we're saying here, I'm not sure exactly what again the metaphor to loosen the bindings, to loosen the strap, that a man can be able to do whatever he wants. Lasos kol mal sheyochel, everything that he's able to do. That's what he says. It doesn't mean to just go out and just do anything that you want. It's the absolute opposite of what we're saying. But in the Torah, you have to stay. Well, the idea is to open yourself up. Tatira mutala. So only what the Torah says is mutter. So it says then hosted because of milas ko'acha. So then you also have of your in your strength. So what pshat? So he said ma ko'acha. What does it mean that your strength? This is referring to a person's neshama. That's the flame within. Then the emer nishmal shaladam. He says shehi koach ha'adam she'al yado hu osik b'torah. That's what gives the person the koach to be osik b'torah, a mitzvos. Sheyizke al yedei zeh le'olam hazeh le'olam haba. That we will merit through this to come to this day and to come to the next day. A pirish apostle called the shatim seyadav. So the pasuk is explaining here anything that comes your way. What does that mean? Pirish. Kol zaman shemaser b'yadav l'sos b'koachon b'koach nishmascho terech mitzvahs. Let's translate. All the time that is being given over to you, la'asos, something to do, b'koach nishmascho, and that thing that you will do because of the power of your soul, the flame inside, will lead you to Torah and mitzvah. Ase, those are the things to do. Kadei the schos, that you should inherit, or should have the merit to, al yadam, b'zeh ababah, this world and the one that's coming. That's Baruch Fleischman. This has been the Morning Zohar. It's been a pleasure. A nice piece of learning here this morning. All the best.